Todd Kwait Rob Stegman for putting this piece together. Did a fine job of it. I got to admit, I find it kind of awkward having these illustrious people saying these extravagantly superlative things about me. My bride and my daughter are here. They brought their airsick bags in case. So I was gonna do a song, but then I realized it's already in the movie. So I gotta figure out what I want to do. And I thought, you know, I talk about how it didn't work out. Being Paul Robeson didn't work out. Being Josh White, the farmer thing didn't work out, and the beekeeper thing was a flop. So I'm thinking next, I'm gonna be a gunslinger. Do my gunslinging song, which is my daughter's favorite. I was on the South Road, headed for Savannah. I was tired of being poor, didn't suit me anymore. I'd sung up all the songs you dream on, trying to stay ahead. The dollar I had left to live on, I drank it down instead. And I run up on this stranger in the dirt, and it looked like some unfinished dirty work. He was barely breathing, wasn't nothing left to say. I helped myself and took his gun, he was dying anyway. I was down in Texas, it was barely 2 months later. I had found myself a name, I had stumbled into fame. I shot a man from Louisiana with a stranger's gun. He never even cleared his leather for the shot had run. And I never wore a 6-gun in my life. So strange to me how I could take a life. Now they're telling me I'm faster than any living man. It must have been black magic I was holding in my hand. If I take it off, they'll shoot me down. If I worried someone dies. The devil made that deadly thing. You know I do not lie. I don't believe in fortune, but I do believe in sin. It must have been black magic in that gun that done him in. I was riding across the border, just outside Durango, when a bullet split the night. Off behind me to my right. I never saw the coward's face, I never got no glance. I tried to get a shot off, I never had the chance. And the pain was like no pain I'd ever known. So I was satisfied I'd die alone. I was barely breathing, there wasn't nothing to be said. He upped himself and stole my gun and left me there for dead. I'm just going to do one more because I want to get Rob and Todd up here to do some talking. answer some hard questions. So this is a song I wrote for my bride. It's called What I Know. I don't know how deep the sea is, and I don't know how high the sky. And what I know is I'm gonna love you, love you, love you, love you till the day I die. And I don't know when the mountain's gonna crumble, and I don't know when the seas will run dry, when the moon will turn blue. I haven't a clue. But I'm gonna love you till the day I die. And sometimes the days will be dark and cloudy, sometimes the nights be long and cold, sometimes our road will be rough and rocky, but we got silver and we got gold, and we got gold, 'cause we got love. And we got silver and the stars above, diamonds and pearls, baby, silver and gold. I'll love you when you're young, I'm gonna love you when you're old. Sometimes the days will be dark and cloudy, sometimes the nights be long and cold, sometimes our road will be rough and rocky, but we got silver and we got gold, we got gold, 'cause we got love. We got silver and those stars up above, silver and gold, diamonds and pearls. We'll love you, love you, love you all around this world. I told you I don't know how deep the sea is, baby. No use in asking me how high the sky. One thing I know for sure is I'm gonna love you, love you, love you, love you till the day I die. I love you, baby, till the day I die. And I love you, darling, till the day I die. Rob Stegman, Mr. Todd Kwait.
Everybody, thanks. Before we take questions, I do want to acknowledge the work of our editor, Mark Hurd. Mark, stand up. Who is tasked with taking these crazy ideas that we come up with into the room and actually turning it into something you can all watch. So, thank you, Mark. Okay, questions, comments, we'll take them. Can't see you, but go ahead and shout. Oh, that's, I guess.
What were you thinking?
We thought we had a good story.
How long did it take you to start to finish?
We started February 2012, and we finish in about 3 weeks from now. Exactly. I think is the. Oh yeah, we were cutting until 2 weeks ago. So.
Did you know each other first, or did you have to? Did someone approach someone and
We made a film about Club 47 called For the Love of the Music, and we started that about 3 years ago, and we interviewed Tom, and I was a big fan of Tom's before that when we did that film, so I was really happy to meet him, and we worked with him throughout that film, and then we did a music video based on a children's song that Tom did called A Fish Story, and that became a music video for children with a talking fish.
Available on Tom Russell.
Okay. And then we thought, that we thought that this was its own documentary, and we started doing it literally before we even debuted the Club 47 film. So we've been sort of working with town now for 3 years, and we hope to continue. We're working with them on a Symphony Hall concert again, December 28th, coming up this year. And we love working with him. I think Tom is.
We found him entertaining from the first day.
He's as funny as he is.
And still find him entertaining.
Yes.
Much time.
None of those stories I tell are true.
We're beginning to find out now.
Where can the unlucky people who didn't get to be here, where can it be seen again?
We're showing it at our homes.
Can we have house parties? Why are you showing it at our homes?
Yes.
You know, we're obviously toying with different things. We are prepared to release it on DVD, but we think for now we're actually thinking about maybe linking it with upcoming concert dates with Tom as he travels around in different venues and things like that. So
He already has the halls booked all over the country.
So we think we might like to do that because that way we could sort of tie into the existing fan base and maybe open it up to some new ones. So I think it's going to be playing in like type settings for the next 6-7 months or so.
And hopefully by December 28th, we'll have it on DVD. Available on Tom Show.
When can we get tickets to Symphony Hall?
We have to decide who's on the guest list
Right.
first. I'm still inviting people and seeing who's going to say yes and no. But hopefully within the week we'll have tickets on sale. If you're on my email list at tomrush.com,
In case anyone missed.
I'll send out a newsletter.
Or ours.
Announcing it.
Now, do you mean you haven't decided who you are inviting to fill the hall, or who you are inviting to
Be on the stage.
on the stage?
On stage. On stage. I'm definitely inviting you to come to the show. You.
How did you decide the songs that you put in the film?
Well, I mean, there are certainly songs within, I think, the Tom Rush canon that are essential. That was part of it. There were some popular songs in that canon that were eliminated, and the reason for that, quite frankly, was because we had just done this other film, and we thought we were maybe using the same material too many times. And then I think last, there's certain songs that I felt, and Rob felt, and Mark, that they kind of advanced the narrative. They fit into thematic points in the film and parts of his life. And I think, as Dick Summers said, I think a lot of these songs, they're part of, it's part of our connection to Todd. I mean, the songs and I think Tom are very much one another the same. And it's easy to tell the story through different songs. So that's probably kind of what we do.
And we like it.
And we like it.
Will you be doing a soundtrack to the movie?
I would say that I have one in mind. We have one in mind. There are certainly a number of songs that are in this movie that won't the Symphony Hall thing, and so, if we look, if there's a market, if you guys are all going to, how many people are in here?
The Symphony Hall show from last December is on DVD, and there is a companion CD. It's a 2-disc set, and that is currently available.
Yes.
Right.
As chance would have it.
Bull Run Record Store.
Right, that's right. There's one at Bull Moose. If you run out now, you can get it. But there's obviously enough, really great material. We have such great recordings that it would be, I think, a shame to have them end up in the dust heap.
Tom, will you or have you written a Portsmouth Seacoast song?
Not yet. Having been born here, I'm still a bit upset that they haven't put the statue up. For the ceremony for that, I'll definitely have something ready.
Yes.
Although there was a lot mentioned about Tom Rush's childhood, there wasn't much about the process of actually becoming an accomplished musician. It was almost like at 16 you were in a band and could play.
I'm still working on it.
I was just wondering, were you someone who just was a prodigy musically? Did it come easily to you? Was it a lot of sweat and hard work?
Definitely. Well, it was a lot of work, but you know, if you love what you're doing, it doesn't seem like work. But you know, I think you know, being on stage, I'm still learning my trade as time goes by. But it was basically a lot of time spent on stage, a lot of time working with other musicians over the years.
And did you have family or extended family that was very musical, or?
No, my parents forced me to take piano lessons as a kid because they both wished that they had taken piano lessons as children. So no, I don't have any other musicians in the...
I'm actually going to change your idea then, because your extended family,
My extended family, wait,
were all the people at Club 47 that you're talking about, and you were at a time period where this were making music.
And there was actually, you know, Jeff Cotton, my half-brother, genetic half-brother, was a very accomplished musician, composer, serious composer, that did some beautiful stuff. Look up Jeff Cotton on the
With
internet.
J or G?
With a C, C-O-T-T, go ahead.
Yeah.
J-U-F-F.
We've got time for one more.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to ask how it was to go through this memoir of your life. I mean, it's just so great and honest and wonderful. But did you have all this in your head? Did you have to prepare, and how did it feel to?
No, these guys, you know, asked me questions, and you know, where I couldn't remember the answers, I made something up. Memoir in the loosest sense of it. Thank you all.
We actually have we have a question, a focus group question for this group, because you're the second audience outside the 5 of us, I think, to sit through this whole thing, you know, even once. We took some liberties visually, I would say, in our storytelling, and
With animation.
with animation.
Love it.
Love
Keep your hands down. There's one person in the back who hated it. Okay, 2.
Didn't hate it, but should need it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Is that a question or a?
Well, Tom has a gravitas to his presentation. I don't think the animation did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I felt the animation was reflective of his personality. I mean, I made that
It
assumption.
is true he has a gravitas, but he also has a humor. And I think that the animation sort of brought that other side.
I think that's the side we relate to.
But I love to watch Tom when he talks.
Yeah.
And his humor comes through with his smile and his you know,
Well, thank you.
little quirkiness. Like,
Thank you for exactly mimicking the arguments we've been having in the